All right, baby. All righty. Let me check it out and check it out. Check it out. All right, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live, baby. We are live. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Southside Boxing. Let's talk boxing. Shout out to the whole LDBC, baby. If you are not, and I repeat, if you are not subscribed to the Smoke City Milecast, go subscribe to the Smoke City Milecast. That's where the LDBC gets together every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, to discuss the current state of boxing. If you miss the Smoke City Milecast last night, go over after this live stream, or whenever you see this video, go over to the Smoke City Milecast from last night and check it out, because the Smoke City Milecast last night, October 24th, was on fire. You hear me? If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and follow me on Instagram at Southside Boxing 601. And don't forget to also tune in Monday through Friday, 8:30, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, to Trill Boxing Talk. That's where the big homie 78 and Black Fight Fan get together to discuss the current state of boxing. All righty, y'all. So I wake up this morning to Daniel Jacobs in the headlines, okay? Daniel Jacobs has been making the headlines on YouTube for an article that that was posted on Boxing Scene this morning, okay? That was posted on Boxing Scene. It's basically an article where he speaks on Jermall Charlo. I'm not going to say that Daniel Jacobs blasted Charlo or he called out Charlo or anything like that, because clearly that's not what was going on. That's not what I got from it. You know, basically what I got from it is you have Daniel Jacobs. He has a fight coming up this Saturday against Derevyanchenko. So, you know, it was just a matter of time before he came out and, you know, did something or said something that could spark some interest for his fight coming up this Saturday, which, you know, I mean, it already sparks interest for me because it is a title fight. And then I want to see what Derevyanchenko is all about. You know what I mean? Because people have been very high on this guy. You know what I mean? He's only like 12, 13 fights in, but a lot of people seem to believe that he could beat Daniel Jacobs, which I don't think he will be able to do. But we'll talk about that later, because right now we're going to talk about what he had to say about Jermall Charlo. All right, let's get into it. All right. Daniel Jacobs said, and I quote, "I don't think he would take it because you got to understand the proof is in the pudding," Jacobs told Boxing Scene before a press conference Wednesday at Madison Square Garden. "He called me out, or he said a couple things about me, and then once I retaliated, you heard no more." When's the last time you heard Jermall Charlo say something about Daniel Jacobs? Whereas before, I tamed that line. Let me say that again. Whereas before, I tamed the lion. There was a whole bunch of bark in the jungle. Now the jungle is deserted with nothing but birds, nothing but giraffes, and mermaids. I didn't know mermaids lived in the jungle. You know, and that's why he said mermaids don't even live in the jungle. So basically, he's saying that basically calling Jermall Charlo a fairy tale. He's fake. You're not real. When I ran up on you, I checked you. At least that's how he feels and what he believes. You know. Jacobs jokingly referred to lines only the mantra of Jermall Charlo and his twin brother, Jermall Charlo. The WBC super welterweight champion Brooklyn's Jacobs also alluded to confronting Jermall Charlo in a Barclays Center hallway after March 3rd card to discuss Charlo's comments about him, which we all have already We all have already seen that, you know. So, and, you know, he just goes on and he's going on. And, you know, you never heard anything after that, especially not a call out, Jacob said. In fact, what you heard was him say, well, the Jacobs fight will come. It's not going to come now. It's going to come in the future. I'm not saying how far, but once my career is up, that fight is going to happen. You can't go from A to B like that. So that's that. Okay. I'm not even going to get into all the other stuff about him talking about Willie Monroe and all that old kind of crap, because none of that really makes a difference, because for me, this is what it is for me, okay? You came out, okay, out of nowhere, okay? You just said that Jermall Charlo hasn't been, you say he hasn't been talking about you. He hasn't spoke of you. He hasn't said anything about you. So why would you come on here and get to talking smoke about him? Why would you talk about someone, say anything about someone who's not even talking about you? Okay? Why would you do that? Because just like I said, he has a fight coming up Saturday against Sergey Derevyanchenko that he's trying to sell. Okay? We're talking about a guy, Dane Jacobs, who's on the card with another fellow Brooklyn native in Big Baby Miller, Drell Big Baby Miller, and they couldn't even sell out an arena in their own hometown. We're talking about a guy, Dane Jacobs, who has had nothing but lackluster performances since Triple G. Nothing but lackluster performances, whether you want to believe he won that or not. In which I consider the GGG fight not such a good performance, because Daniel Jacobs took it too easy. He gave Triple G too much respect. He didn't put the stamp that he needed on that fight to win it, okay? Then he fought Luis Cubas Arias. Not too impressed. Then he fought Salaki. A lot of people thought he lost that fight, okay? But we ain't even going to talk about that. Let's talk about him and Jermall Charlo. Now, with Daniel Jacobs having so much to say about Jermall Charlo, okay, where was your call out? You had so much to say about Jermall Charlo, but you said that you didn't say the one thing that I was looking for. Daniel Jacobs, not one time did he say it, after all that shit talk that he was talking, not one time did he say that he wanted to fight Jermall Charlo next. Not one time. You got everything to say about he's not a line, tame the line, or him and Willie Monroe's a 50-50 fight. Okay. But if you get past Sergey Derevyanchenko and he gets past Willie Monroe, would you fight him next? That's what they should have asked him. Would you fight Jermall Charlo next? We never got that, okay? So it's easy to come out and just have diarrhea of the mouth and talk a whole bunch of noise and talk a whole bunch of crap. But you didn't say the one thing. Are you willing to fight Jermall Charlo next? Since you have so much animosity and so much shade to throw, would you fight him next if both of you guys get past your next opponent? That's what he should have said. You know, because all that stuff, I mean, it's good talk. I mean, I like it. I like the trash talk. You know what I mean? But once again, will you fight Charlo next? Will you call out Jermall Charlo after your fight Saturday? It's very ironic. People always have a lot to say once both fighters have fight dates, have opponents. It's just real funny to me. Okay? People have so much to say when them and the guy they're talking about has an opponent, okay? Even with that, you can still say, well, if he beats Willie Monroe, if he gets past Willie Monroe, I'm definitely interested in fighting Jermall Charlo next. Because you cannot say you have tamed that line until you stepped in the jungle with that line and you came out victorious. Then you can say that, oh, you tamed that lion. But so far, you saying you tamed that lion because you walked up on him in the hallway and you felt like you punked him, or however you felt, whatever. Maybe the people on the media, I mean on YouTube, they've been boosting your head up like you did something, because last time I watched that video, you said nothing about fighting him next. Only thing I can remember you talking about, you touching M's. All I can remember you saying Charlo is not on your level. Not that you wanted to fight him. Not that you wanted to fight him. You want to talk about your checkbook. You want to talk about your bank account. Charlo told you, you dropped your opponent, I dropped my opponent, we can fight. Charlo was the only one person that said, listen, we ain't got to do all that. We can fight. What's up? You know what I mean? Talk is cheap, man. Talk is cheap. It's too many boxers out here running their mouth, but it's not enough boxers out here actually sitting down and trying to negotiate and make fights with the guys they're talking about. You know what I mean? It's easy to come on boxing scene or on the YouTube and talk about, oh, I do this, I do that. But do you want to fight the guy? You have a lot to say, but do you want to fight him? Because in my opinion, you cannot tame the lion until you get in the ring with the lion. What's going on, Steven Styles in the building? What's going on, my brother? You cannot tame the lion until you step in the cage with the lion. Okay? So, like I said, all that is good talk. I love it. I love it, man. I love to hear boxers being vocal, but don't just talk the talk and not actually try to make a fight, because then, you know, you just appear that you're clout chasing. You're just trying to sell your fight by using another fighter's name. What's going on, J Mac? Man, I appreciate it, brother, man. I appreciate the sub, man. Much love to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best, you know what I'm saying, to get myself over 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Before the end of the year, I want to have 1,000 subscribers, you know, so that's why I'm diligently working, trying to get you guys content, man, because the more subscribers I have, the more engagement I have on my channel, man, and I love to come on here and talk boxing with you guys, man. So to all my subscribers, man, to everybody that come through and show love, man, I love you guys, man. What's going on, Ronald Gomez, my brother? You know what I'm saying? I love you guys, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys like to hear what Southside has to say. You know, I have my way of saying things, but hey, they're just me. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm not Stephen A. Smith. I'm not making millions of dollars to do this. You know what I mean? I'm not making any money at all. I just love to talk boxing, man. I just love to talk boxing. J Max says, I'm in Dallas all day. Spence, my boy, but family in the SIP. So I'm going to support you, bro. Hey, yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed, baby. Man, we out here, man. Mississippi, baby. What's going on, Akbar the GOAT? What's going on, my brother, man? What's going on? How you doing? But yeah, man, you know, like I was saying, man, you know, it's one thing to talk and say, oh, this guy, oh, his breath stank, or he ain't this, he ain't that, but you ain't trying to fight him. You know, so the same way everybody was looking for Bud, the same way everybody that was looking for Bud to come out and call Errol Spence name, since Daniel Jacobs is actually running his mouth, he better. I don't want to hear nothing about Canelo. I don't want to hear nothing about Demetrius Andrade. You pointing your smoke in the direction of Jermall Charlo. So I expect you to call out Jermall Charlo if you beat Sergey Derevyanchenko, which, like I said, I think he can do it. I think Daniel Jacobs, he's the stronger fighter. I think Daniel Jacobs, when he works behind his jab, lets his right hand go and listens to his corner, instead of going out there getting reckless, trying to force a knockout, giving up his length, because he is the longer fighter in this fight. He doesn't need to allow Sergey Derevyanchenko to get inside him. If he does that, he's going to make it an ugly fight. And he could possibly lose trying to fight in that fashion. Daniel Jacobs needs to come out, work behind his jab, use his athleticism to keep distance, and throw that right hand and put some smoke on Sergey Derevyanchenko. He cannot afford for this fight to be a mid-range inside fight. He cannot afford to do that, man. You can't afford to do that, man. You got to come out and fight your fight. Do not come out and fight Sergey Derevyanchenko's fight like you did in your last fight. Selecki, you fought Selecki's fight. That's why Selecki was able to have success. That's why he was getting hit a lot. Because you're trying to, I don't know what's got into Daniel Jacobs, man. What's going on, Roz Clot? I don't, exactly, man. He needed just box. He needs to box and set up his right hand, man. He needs to box and set up his right hand. Daniel Jacobs, to me, in my opinion, Daniel Jacobs has the power to knock out anybody at middleweight. He has that kind of power, man. It's just that Daniel Jacobs in his last 3 fights has done a piss poor job with setting up his power shots. He be looking real sloppy because he can't fight on it. He's not an inside fighter. He can't fight in close quarters, man. Daniel Jacobs need to keep his opponent, especially like I said, Sergey Derevyanchenko. Keep this man on the end of your jab. Let that right hand go. Set it up. Set it up. You know what I'm saying? Set it up, man. I don't want to see another lackluster performance for Daniel Jacobs. Because if he have a lackluster performance in this, they might just go ahead and get a belt to Sergey Derevyanchenko, man. Right. He is, man. Like Daniel Jacobs can crack, man. Like the dude can crack, man. That one, but like I said, he can't be coming up being all sloppy and smothering his own work. He needs to fight at distance, man. He needs to set his distance and set that right hand, set up those power shots, man. Because I think Daniel Jacobs can knock out Sergey Derevyanchenko. I think he can. So you know what I'm saying? But Daniel Jacobs needs to come out and box. He doesn't need to come out and be this headhunter or what. You know, I think it was the best fight, the best boxing said it best. I think it was best fight, the best boxing. He needs to take the approach he had when he fought Triple G. But the only difference is he needs to be more aggressive. He needs to be more aggressive, okay? He needs to box the same way he did against Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Keeping his distance, being careful, boxing, but be more aggressive. If the kill comes, go for the kill. You understand what I'm saying? Do not be too respectful. Oh, yeah, most definitely Akbar. If he fought Charlo the way he fought Selecki, oh, it's good night. If he fought Charlo the way he fought Luis Cuba's Arias, he's getting knocked out. You know what I mean? But you know, I think Daniel Jacobs can pull it off. But like I said, man, if he goes in there and does what he needs to do and gets past Sergey Derevyanchenko, you have to fight Jermall Charlo next. What's going on, Sean, the icon, my brother in the building? How you doing? You go out there and you do your thing. You have to fight Jermall Charlo. Because like I said, you said yourself, what's going on, my brother? Lawrence Williams in the building, man. How are you doing, my brother? Because like I said, man, like I said, Charlo was not talking about Daniel Jacobs, okay? Daniel Jacobs brought Jermall Charlo up. So it obviously sounds like either you're clout chasing or you just have some sort of disdain for Jermall Charlo. Maybe you're trying to get his attention. But like I said, after you beat Sergey Derevyanchenko, anything less than calling out Daniel Jacobs, Jermall Charlo would not be acceptable. And best believe I'm gonna be on the lookout. Because like I said, unlike Terrence Crawford, Daniel Jacobs been running his mouth. Okay? He been wanting his mouth. So you running your mouth, you talking like you want smoke. Well, it's your opportunity. You beat Sergey Derevyanchenko, say, if they ask you about Jermall Charlo, matter of fact, they shouldn't even have to ask you. If they ask you who you want to fight or what's your next move, say, I want Jermall Charlo. That's what I want to hear. What's going on? The sweet science in the building. How you doing, my brother? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear it. Charlo is on record ducking. What are you saying? He ducked Daniel Jacobs, or are you saying that that's something alleged? Because last time I looked, Jermall Charlo was not ducking no Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Jacobs is the one that came up to him in the hallway talking about his bank account and all this other dumb shit. When Charlo was saying, let's fight. I drop my point, you drop my point, and let's fight. Charlo wants to fight. Okay? Daniel Jacobs can sit up and run his mouth all day. But if he ain't trying to make the fight, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about you tame the line, but you ain't stepping in the ring with him. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. So come Saturday night, man. What's going on, P Money? Well, I ain't seen that interview where Charlo said that. I don't remember that interview. If hey, I tell you what, Ross Cloud, shit, I ain't seen that interview. I tell you what, find that interview, Ross Cloud, and drop the link in the comment section for me. Drop the link in the comment section for me, because I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that. And yeah, it could be that. It could be Eddie Hearn, you know, trying to provoke Charlo to come over the zone to fight Daniel Jacobs, or it could be anything. But all I'm saying is, if you're going to bring up his name and talking about you tame the line, then I want to see the fight. Then I want to see the fight, man. So we're going to see it. We're going to see how he conduct himself and how he talks about Jermall Charlo after his fight Saturday. Because I will be tuned in and I will be watching. Because I'm just sick of all this talking, man. There's too much talking, not enough fights getting made. Too much talking, not enough fights getting made. There's too much talking, man. You know? These fighters, man, I just don't understand. I just don't understand, man. Listen, if you want them to fight, make it happen. You want smoke with Charlo? Make it happen. Too much talking. Too much talking. Let's see what else going on in the boxing news. In the meantime, who y'all got? Who y'all picking? Because I see a lot of people picking Sergey Derevyanchenko, but I think a lot of people is sadly mistaken. Who y'all got? Daniel Jacobs or Sergey Derevyanchenko? Drop it in the chat. Who you got? Who you going for? Who you going for? Daniel Jacobs or Sergey Derevyanchenko? P Money got Jacobs. Oh, so that's why Rod Cloud talking that crazy talk. Yeah, okay, Rod Cloud got Jacobs. Lawrence Williams Jacobs. Tony Snowflakes Jacobs. What's going on with Tony Snowflakes? How you doing? J Matt got Jacobs. But he cheering for the other dude. All right, Sweet Sign got Jacobs. So, man, we got us a Jacobs crowd in here, man. We got us a Jacobs crowd in here, man. I'm definitely rolling with Dane Jacobs, man. I just don't think that this Sergey Derevyanchenko guy has enough experience, man. I just don't think he has enough experience. You know what I mean? You know, I look at him the way I look at Sergey Lipinets, man. I look at him the way I look at Sergey Lipinets, man. This dude is not fit to come in here out of nowhere. This dude is not fit to come in here out of nowhere and just whoop on Daniel Jacobs. I don't believe it. I had to see it. The only way I can see this dude having the chance to get Daniel Jacobs is Daniel Jacobs come out, you know what I'm saying, on the boo-boo. That's the only way. If I see him coming out on the boo-boo, not listening to his corner, you know what I'm saying, giving up his height and reach, giving up his advantages. That's the only way. Is he plays into Derevyanchenko hands. That's the only way. That's the only way. Let me see. Lawrence Williams says Jesse Vargas turned down the IBF final eliminated for mandatory for spins. Hey, that don't surprise me. That don't surprise me. That don't surprise me one bit. One bit. You know, what Jesse Vargas is trying to do, I have no idea. I think Daniel Jacobs would rather go the WBC route. I think he wants to go the WBC route. I think he wants to put himself in place to fight for the WBC title. I don't think he wants to go the IBF route. Rockclaw said Lipinets with garbage. You know, Lipinets, you know, he all right, you know, but like I said, I'm just saying so far as his experience and coming out of nowhere, like this, man, people so quick to jump on these Eastern Europeans nuts, man. They're so quick to jump on these dudes nuts, man. Like, who the fuck is Sergey Derevyanchenko beat? Who is he beat? You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people got agendas, you know, and the reason why people picking against, you know, just like, you know, my brother J-Man said he got Jacob winning, but he rooting for the other guy. You know, with all understanding, you know what I mean? Sweet Sign says, Southside, who you rolling with, Charlo versus Jacob? I'm Team Charlo all the way over here. And that's another video I'm gonna make. You know, for the people out here that's like my big bro that don't believe in the Charlo. The people out here that don't believe the Charlos are for real. The dudes out here that don't believe the Charlos can box. The dudes out here that believe the Charlos ain't fought nobody. The dudes out here talking down because Jermall Charlo had to fight some fucking tomato cans because they can't get no fights with the champions in their division. You understand what I'm saying? It's Team Charlo over here. It's Team Charlo over here. Lines only. Team Crawford. Bomb Squad over here. The Matrix, Lomachenko squad over here. You hear me? Team Mikey Garcia over here. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I represent over here. But man, Charlo gonna, man, Dane Jacobs, he ain't ready for that. Like I said, if he feel like he can tame the line, then he get past Sergey Derevyanchenko, bring that ass on. Bring that ass on so we can get that red belt. But Daniel Jacobs, he win that red. Man, y'all really think if Daniel Jacobs, if he wins that IBF title, bro, he's not going to want to put it on the line against Charlo. He ain't ready to get that belt took already. This man, I already know this man going to go out to Canelo. He going to try to go out to Canelo or maybe a rematch with Triple G. He might try to fight Andre. That man ain't ready to lose that belt. He ain't going to be ready to lose that belt right away, man. Exactly. These niggas just talking. They just talk good talk. Demetrius Andre, all them niggas just talking. All this talking, no fighting. All them niggas just talking. You know what I'm saying? And folks want to come out here and talk about, well, the Charlos ain't fighting nobody. They fight Willie Monroe. I don't want to see that. He fight Tony Harrison. Well, who the hell else they gonna fight? Jermall can't get Jaime Munguia in the ring. Jermall can't get Jerry Hearn in the ring. This nigga talking about he need 2 tune-ups with some right-hand fighters before he fight Jermall Charlo. What the hell he gonna do? Triple G don't want to fight Jermall Charlo for the #1 WBC spot. He don't want no smoke. Oh, Charlo hasn't done anything. What has Charlo done? He needs to be respectful. All this old dumb shit. Canelo's up 168, finna fight a complete tomato can. And Rocky Fielding, cherry picking, just a fucking left the division. We don't know if he even coming back. Demetrius Andre, he don't want no smoke. He just talking, just like Daniel Jacobs, just talking. He just talking. So who the hell else are these dudes gonna fight? You gotta fight who is willing to get in the ring with you. But still, it's left up to these fighters to mash the gas. Daniel Jacobs out talking shit. Jermall Charlo need to be all over Instagram, anywhere he can get an interview, pressing the gas on his ass. Say, okay, you win your fight, I win my fight. We fight next, since you want to run your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Ooh, Rosscloud talking real greasy. He gonna hurt Charlo. Okay. He gonna get his ass hurt. Hell yeah, Lawrence Will. I agree. Man, Charlo finna knock Willie Monroe the smooth the fuck out. We talking about Willie Monroe fight anyway he did against Billy Joe Saunders, he getting his ass knocked. Man, Charlo finna do this boy wrong, man. You hear me? He finna do this boy wrong. His performance will be way more devastating. Way more devastating, more punishment than Triple G did. I guarantee you that. I'm willing to bet my last dollar on that. Way more impressive performance than Triple G against him. Oh, God, man. Folks is really playing Jermall Charlo weak, man. Y'all letting this whole situation with Daniel Jacobs approaching him in the hallway shit just go to y'all head, man. It ain't gonna, man. Okay. We shall see. See what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, these fights got to get made, man, because when Daniel Jacobs come out saying things like he said, and then, with me being Team Charlo, you're going to have the Daniel Jacobs team come out like Roz Clot today. So now me and Roz Clot, you know what I'm saying, we finna be bumping heads a lot. So, it's hard for us to we can both get on here and debate every day on who's going to win and how they going to win. But until these dudes get in the fight, man, like get in the ring and fight, like we just on this song, bitch, just arguing. That's it. Exactly, man. Everybody forget about that, man. This man had fucking laser eye surgery, man. This man seeing 3, 4, 5 people in the ring at one time. People thought he was ducking J-Rock then. Oh, he's ducking. Okay, let me go get my eyes fixed. And I'm going to squeeze back down to 154 one more time just for you. And he knocked his ass smooth the fuck out. Smooth the fuck out. Put his ass to sleep with that motherfucking uppercut. I never seen nobody get hit with an uppercut and their whole body turn sideways and fall. He didn't fall straight down. This motherfucker turned when he hit. Poof! Some bitch turned and hit the ground. Charlo knocked that hoe down with a jab. A jab. You understand what I'm saying? Daniel Jacobs, man. Like I said, I like Daniel Jacobs too. You know what I'm saying? But when you come out and you talking to us about my favorite fighters, then I'm going to roll with my guys. I'm going to roll with my guy. You understand what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. I like Daniel Jacobs, but it's Team Charlo over here. Lines only, baby. Quit hating the South. You understand me? Quit hating the South. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Quit hating the South. Like for real, man. But let's go and flip this into a Q&A, man. I just want to come on here to rant about that for a little while. Let's flip this to a Q&A. Y'all got any questions before Southside gets out of here, man? Drop the questions in the chat right now, and we're going to get to them. Ask me anything. Anything. Let the questions begin. I'm in Central Mississippi. J Matt. Who you want to see Mikey fight next? I want to see Mikey get his mandatory out the way with the WBC, and I want to see him versus Lomachenko. I don't want to see it no other way. Mikey got 2 belts. I think Lomachenko is going to beat the hell out of Pedraza. He's going to have the other 2 belts. See, after you fight your mandatory, get your ass in the ring and fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko now already came out and said he wants to be undisputed. So anything other than that, I don't want to hear no other shit from Mikey. Nothing. I don't want to hear him talking about Errol Spence, none of that shit. You got the motherfucker that own 126 to 135 and Vasil Lomachenko. You need to handle that business next year. I don't want to hear nothing else. You need to handle that business next year. Let me see. What's going on? What's that? Kawande 0209 ask, why does Spence have so many avid fanboys, boss? You know, the same. It's the same way it was for Keith Thurman, man. People put so much stock in Errol Spence because Errol Spence just been saying all the right things. He been doing all the right things, man, to the point it's just that it's hard for them to retract and go against anything he's saying. Now, even though he's talking about business now and all this, it's hard. It's hard for people to retract on Spence, man, because Spence is just such a good guy. You know what I mean? Spence is just such a good guy, man. For some people, man, it's just hard for them to really critique him or criticize him. It's hard for them to smash the gas on him because they have so much love and so much invested in Spence. You know what I mean? Because Spence is such a great guy, man. I mean, he's a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude, and he does talk to the fans. Like I said, he came to Black Fight Fan TV channel, Trill Box Talk, 11 o'clock Saturday night, and he came and said we had to say, man, that's love right there. You might not like what he said, but that's love. That's love, man. It's hard to go against Spence. Let me see. Ross Class said, you think Andrade could beat Charlo? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Demetrius Andrade has had too much time out of the ring. He done let himself get older. I seen in that last fight, it was against that African. I just seen Demetrius Andrade regress. He doesn't look as impressive to me. He doesn't look as sharp to me. You cannot be taking all this time off and bullshitting around and think you're just gonna come back and whoop on one of these elite fighters, man. Charlo gonna beat the hell out that boy. He might have some little spurts in the fight where he may appear to look good, but Charlo gonna knock that boy smooth the fuck out, man. Demetrius Andrade would never be the same fighter he once was. Never. Do you hear about Brazil next opponent for December 22nd? No. I ain't heard about that, Lawrence Williams. What's going on with that? Brazil got a fight date on the 22nd? I ain't know that. What's going down with that? Inform me, because I ain't know nothing about that. J might say he got family in Wiggins and Hattiesburg. Okay, y'all from up that way. Y'all, you got some people up that way. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm down here in Central Mississippi around, you know, Canton, Camden, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Around Lena and all that stuff. I'm over here on that side of town. P Money said, who do you feel is the best middleweight? Me personally, I have Danny as the top dog right now. Right now, I don't know. I can only go with the guy I like, P Money. I think Charlo has the potential to be the top middleweight. You know, but we can't definitely make that decision until these guys fight each other. You know what I'm saying? We can't make that decision until these guys fight each other. Who you got winning the 140 World Boxing Super Series? I'm going for Regis Progress. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans, baby. The South. Louisiana. I got to ride what I got, man. I think he can do it, man. Only thing, I just think he needs to make a few critiques to his game. I think he needs to box a little bit more. I think he needs to get his defense a little bit more tighter, and I think he can beat anybody at 140 right now. I think he can beat all those guys. The only other guy that I can see really rival him is maybe Josh Taylor. Maybe Josh Taylor or Victor Poster still down there. I'd like to see Regis fight Victor Poster. I like to see that. Let me see. Let me see. Ross Clark said, "Do you want to see a rematch with Tyson and Wilder?" I really don't. If Wilder go ahead and beat this boy ass, not gonna spark out. I do not want to see no rematch. I want Joshua. I want him to either whoop Joshua ass, Big Baby, or the Brazil. I'll take any of them fights out the Fury. Any of them. Brazil on Charlo undercard is what they saying. Oh, really? Is that right? Oh, 7-8 just dropped the barbecue video to my best barbecue in the LDBC, where I would have to mosey on over there after this video. I know 7-8 did not. See, these boys finna make me fire my grill. I'm gonna fire my grill up, man. I'm probably gonna go out there and cook. What tomorrow is? Friday? Saturday morning. Not Saturday morning. Probably, yeah, one of them days. They just ratted you out, 7-8. I see it. I see you. Best barbecue in the LDBC, you say. All right. That's a bet. That's a bet. I will be firing up the grill. I will be firing up the grill. I see like you had, let me see, like you got some steaks on there. Like you got some steaks on there. Okay. I see I'm out to school you and World Breaker. I'm gonna see I'm out of school, both of y'all. Y'all boys don't know how to barbecue up north, man. Y'all boys up north don't know nothing about no barbecue 7-8. Come on now. Y'all boys up north don't know nothing about no barbecue. Leave the barbecue to the south. Y'all stick to caviar and what's them little things? They be the little hors d'oeuvres and your filet mignon and shit like that. Stay away from the barbecue. Stay away from the barbecue. Let me see what 7-8 got going on right here. Let me see. Let me do this. We finna play this live. Oh, 7-8 say his family from Mississippi. But let me see. Let me see has the Milwaukee lifestyle influence your barbecue style. Let me see here.
7-8 Sports TV here. Shout out to the LDBC. This is a quick message to the LDBC. You see this grill right here? You understand me? Black fight fan. I know you down there in Texas, but y'all, the Texas boys ain't doing it like this here, man. You know what I'm saying? World Breaker. I know you down there. You don't know what you're doing. Southside. I know you down in Mississippi. You understand me? But y'all know what y'all doing down there. Wait till these steaks get done. It's finna be nasty. It's finna be nasty. And that's in a good way. You understand me? Y'all best recognize.
I see you.
What, Santee? Make me a sandwich, dog. Make me a sandwich, Santee.
I see you. I see you, dog. I see you.
Let's go talk about old Dillian White.
I'm gonna watch the rest of the video after this. It looks good, 7-8, but it looks good, 7-8, but I gotta put a but in there. Absolutely, positively, not a damn thing. I'm gonna have to show you a little thing too, especially on them steaks, my brother. Especially on them steaks. I'm gonna show you how to properly grill a steak. It looks good, but absolutely nothing. Oh man. Oh, it's some smoke. It's some smoke in the bed. Oh, I got to get to the grocery store today. We having some little wet weather, been raining around here a little bit. But as soon as I get some dry weather, I'm gonna be out there on my Weber, and I'm gonna show you boys what it do. I'm gonna show you boys what it do, man. LDBC barbecue, baby. LDBC barbecue. They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for it. Oh, yeah, that chicken was looking good. But like I said, Like I said, you got to turn it up a notch. You got to turn it up just a little bit. Got to turn it up a notch. You got to come on with it. So, I'm getting ideas already. But, yeah, man, shout out to the whole LDBC, baby. Man, much love to you fellas. See, we could do that in the LDBC. We could do that in the LDBC. How many of y'all out here doing that? We more than just boxing. We LDBC barbecue, LDBC basketball, whatever. Whatever. We can do it all over here, baby. We can do it all. So, yeah. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to the chat. What's going on, Chain Breaker, man? I see you, bro. What's going on? What's that? Chef Boyardee. What's going on, man? What's going on, Emmanuel Mamo? Man, shout out to you guys, man. Much love to you for coming through, man. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. Follow me on Instagram at SouthsideBout601. Follow me on Twitter, man. Much love to the chat. Like I said, man, I love coming on here to talk with you guys. You guys make my day, man, because there's nowhere else around here in Mississippi where I can go have this boxing discussion, man, like this, man. So shout out to the LDBC, man. It's your boy Southside Boxing, and I am out.